Hey, welcome to Manila Updates TV. Please subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. The Indo-Pacific awoke to headlines of a seismic shift, Washington's $2.5 billion military aid to the Philippines. This isn't just another diplomatic gesture, it's a bold move to reshape Southeast Asia's security landscape. The Philippines, a historic U.S. ally at the heart of global trade routes, now stands at the front line of maritime tensions. Recent months have seen Filipino fishermen harassed, and Coast Guard standoffs with China, part of a broader pattern alarming the region. The new U.S. law is a direct response, signaling reassurance to Manila and a warning to aggressors. This alliance, once a Cold War relic, is being revitalized for 21st century challenges. For the Philippines, it means modernizing its military and defending its sovereignty. For the U.S., it cements a vital partnership in a strategic region. The move introduces a new balance of power, aiming to deter conflict and stabilize the region. The world watches as this alliance finds renewed purpose. Celebrated in Manila, scrutinized in Beijing, this is more than money or hardware. It's about shared values and the future of regional order. As 2025 ends, we witness a pivotal moment in Asian security. The Philippine Security Enhancement Act, passed with bipartisan U.S. support, authorizes $500 million annually for 5 years. This isn't a blank check, it's targeted foreign military financing for American equipment, services, and training. The scale is unprecedented, providing the Philippines with predictable long-term funding for ambitious modernization. This transforms defense planning from a yearly scramble to a strategic, multi-year effort. The law's message is clear: help the Philippines defend its sovereignty against coercion, especially in the West Philippine Sea. It institutionalizes U.S. support, making it a congressional priority beyond any single administration. The act also streamlines arms transfers, cutting red tape so the Philippines can respond quickly to threats. This is more than financial aid. It's a political commitment to accelerate and deepen the defense partnership. The Philippines can now plan, modernize, and build a credible deterrent with U.S. backing. The alliance gains new durability, ready to meet fast-evolving security challenges. This act is a blueprint for a stronger, more agile partnership. For the armed forces of the Philippines, this aid is transformative. Decades of outdated equipment and internal focus shift to external territorial defense, crucial amid West Philippine Sea tensions. The funding will build a credible deterrent, modern ships, planes, and surveillance to raise the cost of aggression. Top priority: maritime domain awareness. New radars, patrol aircraft, and drones will give the AFP real-time eyes on its vast waters. Enhanced surveillance means better monitoring, faster response, and global exposure of illegal actions. The Navy and Air Force will upgrade with new frigates, anti-ship missiles, and advanced jets, not to match superpowers, but to make incursions risky. The goal: anti-access and area denial, protecting Philippine waters. Interoperability with U.S. forces will deepen, enabling seamless joint operations in a crisis. This isn't just about hardware, it's about weaving the two militaries together for a formidable combined force. The aid fortifies the archipelago through partnership and capability. The Philippines steps into a new era of defense. The U.S.-Philippines alliance is one of Asia's oldest, rooted in shared history and the 1951 Mutual Defense Treaty. U.S. bases at Subic Bay and Clark once symbolized this partnership, but the alliance has weathered storms, nationalism, base closures, and shifting priorities. The rise of China's assertiveness in the South China Sea prompted a strategic reset, leading to the 1999 Visiting Forces Agreement and renewed joint exercises. Even as leaders questioned the alliance, deep institutional ties and external threats kept it resilient. The 2014 Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement granted U.S. forces rotational access to Philippine bases, deepening cooperation. Now, the $2.5 billion aid package marks the culmination of decades of renewal. It's a clear statement: the alliance is not a relic but a vital tool for today's turbulent Indo-Pacific. The commitment under the Mutual Defense Treaty is reaffirmed with real resources. This long, complex history builds trust and a foundation for a stronger, modern partnership. The alliance is reborn, muscular, credible, and ready for new challenges. Together, Manila and Washington face the future as true allies. No discussion of this deal is complete without China. Beijing's sweeping South China Sea claims overlap the Philippines' legal waters, despite a 2016 Hague ruling in Manila's favor. China rejects the ruling, using its Coast Guard and maritime militia to harass Filipino vessels and assert control without open conflict. The U.S. aid directly counters this gray zone coercion, boosting Philippine surveillance, patrols, and documentation of Chinese actions. The goal: raise the cost of China's tactics, enforce international law, and restore balance, not provoke war. The alliance also impacts Taiwan's security. The Philippines' northern islands are just across the Bashi Channel, a strategic choke point. In a Taiwan crisis, Philippine bases would be vital for U.S. operations and regional stability. The enhanced defense cooperation agreement sites in northern Philippines are now crucial assets. A secure, allied Philippines is key to deterring aggression and maintaining peace across the Taiwan Strait. The stakes are regional and global. The alliance is more than treaties, it's daily practical cooperation. Joint exercises like Balikatan bring thousands of U.S. and Filipino troops together, training with advanced hardware and tactics. U.S. support has already delivered key assets: Hamilton-class cutters for the Navy, Scan Eagle drones for surveillance, and more. These aren't promises, they're real tools defending Philippine interests now. Training is constant, from pilot courses to special forces tactics, building professionalism and trust. This deep institutional relationship ensures both militaries can operate as one in a crisis. The new aid will supercharge this cooperation, enabling the Philippines to buy and integrate advanced systems. Imagine new fighter jets, modern corvettes, and cutting-edge missiles, all supported by U.S. training and maintenance. This is how the alliance turns funding into real power projection. On the ground and at sea, the partnership is already making a difference. Geography makes the Philippines a linchpin in the Indo-Pacific. Sitting at the crossroads of the Pacific and South China Sea, it controls vital trade routes and maritime choke points. For the U.S., the Philippines is a strategic anchor in the first island chain, complicating China's power projection. U.S. access to Philippine bases under EDCA strengthens regional monitoring and rapid crisis response. The Philippines' proximity to Taiwan makes its northern islands indispensable for U.S. defense planning. EDCA sites in Luzon could support logistics, surveillance, and force dispersal, deterring preemptive strikes. U.S. investment in Philippine security is a strategic imperative, not charity. A weak Philippines would leave a dangerous gap in America's regional posture. By building up Philippine defense, the U.S. reinforces its own position and regional stability. The Philippines is not just a recipient, it's a keystone partner in Indo-Pacific security. The Indo-Pacific's future hinges on the interplay between Manila, Washington, and Beijing. For the Philippines, the priority is clear: defend sovereignty and secure its waters from encroachment. The U.S. seeks to uphold a free, open regional order and reassure allies, countering China's ambitions. For China, control of the South China Sea is a strategic necessity. Resources, security, and historical claims drive its actions. Beijing sees the U.S.-Philippine alliance as containment, a threat to its rise. This triangle creates tension. Manila and Washington align to counter Chinese expansion, while Beijing pushes back. The challenge is to manage competition without escalation. The new defense deal strengthens the U.S.-Philippine side, but also raises the stakes. Careful diplomacy is now more crucial than ever to avoid conflict. The region's stability depends on navigating this delicate balance. The $2.5 billion Security Enhancement Act is a long-term bet on a stronger alliance and a stable Asia. In the coming years, expect a more capable Philippine military, modern ships, advanced jets, and robust coastal defenses. This will empower Manila to assert sovereignty and attract deeper cooperation with other regional players. Multilateral exercises and intelligence sharing will build a networked security architecture, complicating any aggressor's plans. But challenges remain. China will respond with pressure and gray zone tactics, testing the alliance's resolve. Success depends on Manila's commitment to modernization and Washington's unwavering support. The goal isn't to provoke conflict, but to deter it, ensuring disputes are settled by law, not force. The future of Asian peace may hinge on this alliance's success. A modern, purposeful partnership is a bold bet for a free and open Indo-Pacific. The world is watching to see if it pays off.